Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Adrian Phillips on the stop.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Patriots take over
at their own 39-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's got room. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 48 yards.
48 yards. And a Patriot 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
52
On the ground is Michelle. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's a tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backwards.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Jones, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Second and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Intended for Juju.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now it's Bird on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jones. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Edelman.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
New England.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Complete.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain
Well,
of
that's
10.
drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Pass incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll look to run with Connor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Devin Bush. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand.
Is a turnover on down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 87 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now Snell. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now
pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
18 on the play.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Michelle. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Jake Bailey in.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a game.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
At the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And it's second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jones now throwing on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd.
Jones.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Jones. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Jones on 1st and 10. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Daniel Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right out.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Patriots. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Jones on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards the pick up there.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. On 1st down, Michel. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
And this is incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, and now it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Jones, first possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Snell yet again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Ebron's got it. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. On the handoff, it's Snell. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Just like that. Just like that. 54, right there, right there.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
The 44-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete. Benny Snell, the intended receiver that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, it's Snell again. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
43-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A run for Snell. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right there, 54.
They'll run with Snell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
The 17-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Patriots 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The this was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Steelers 31, Patriots 17.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go. You tighten up. Mike 52. Mike 52.
Again, it's Michelle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
The ball carrier.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
7. And a Patriot 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one because right now they're trailing.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. This winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The wide receiver, the ball.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Jones on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
It's a pickup of 6.
Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Shoot. Check it out, Reed. Wide.
Here's the fourth-round pick from Maryland, Anthony McFarland. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Chase Winovich.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Again, McFarland. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Anthony McFarland.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 30.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to run again with Snell. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Go.
And they will take a knee here. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch.